Yo guys, it's Slyroh. You already know that today I'm bringing you guys my team analysis for Week 8 of the TBU. This week we're taking on Sheerforth and the Long Island Golducks. And, yeah, so if you guys have missed the past couple weeks, I'm not doing too hot, I'm out of playoff contention, and I'm actually in last place in the division, I'm pretty sure. So, there's really not much sense in me playing this game, but you know what? I'm going to play this game anyway, and I'm going to play it my hardest because even though there's no chance of me getting into playoffs or winning a championship here, this is still an opportunity for me to continue to improve, and I'm going to take every opportunity that I can to keep improving my game, because you don't get better if you don't keep trying. So, we're going to be bringing our all against Trevor here, and I am very excited because I don't actually have a good reason to be excited, because I'm probably going to lose. Have you seen this man's team? It's not good for me, and we're going to get into why that is. As I bring up the teams, you will see that I did make a bench swap. I benched Komala to bring Caryagonal off the bench. The main reason I did this is because I haven't brought Caryagonal to any games this season, and I picked it up in the free agent transfer, so I should probably use it. So regardless of how its matchup was this week, it was going to be coming anyway. So that's why it's here. But it actually has a pretty good matchup, so we will get into that. But, and he did not make any bench swaps. So, let's go ahead and run through his team, and then we're going to talk about why it's stupid. So he has Sharpedo, Victini, Garchomp, Tangrowth, Galvantula, Golbat, Beware, and a Alolan Ninetales and a Alolan Sandslash. Two very irritating Pokemon because they destroy me. Look at my team and look at Alolan Sandslash. It literally destroys my whole team. The man who has a Victini, Garchomp, Sharpedo, Beware. No, the Alolan Sandslash is the thing that runs through me, and I absolutely hate that that is, a thing. I'm expecting him to bring Hail, and I'm expecting him to take full advantage of the fact that my team is so weak to that. So it's really, really insane. And I don't have much for it, but I do have some things, and I'm going to talk about my plans for this matchup. So let's go ahead and get right into it. If I missed anything, comments, you already know. So the first Pokemon I'm bringing is going to be Gogoat. It's my viewer pick. The viewers voted for me to have a Gogoat on Twitter at the beginning of the season, and I have not brought it because my team actually really doesn't need a grass type. I thought that it did, but really, Palossand has really been picking up the whole defensive role that a grass type would fill, and Electabuzz has kind of been filling in for that offensive role that a grass type would fill. So it really doesn't fit on my team pretty much ever. But since it is my viewer pick, I do have to bring it to one match, and well, here it is, even though it does not have a good matchup. I am bringing it with leftovers, a bulky-ish thing. Alright, so basically max HP, 52 to defense, Impish. That is enough to live 2 Ice Fangs from a Sharpedo, which is good. I might have to double check that because I don't know if that is with a Life Orb or not. I actually don't remember. So I might have to recalc, and this the spread might be a little bit different, but that should be it. I should be able to have enough defense to live 2 Ice Fangs. However, I might not be able to put that much defense because I have this 180 speed to outspeed defensive Golbat. Not necessarily because I can 1v1 it, but with his slower things like Tangrowth and Golbat. Is there any other things? I mean, I know Alolan Sandslash is slow without the thing. Beware's not really a defensive Pokemon per se, like it can be, but I feel like if he's going to bring it, it would be more offensive. So basically, with my thought process with things like Tangrowth and Golbat are to be able to, whittle it down, and, if I catch it on a switch or something, be able to outspeed it to just take it out before it becomes an annoyance, because those Pokemon are going to be really annoying for me. So Gogoat does have the speed to outspeed Golbat. If I can get, a Leech Seed on it, and say it takes Stealth Rock damage, and say it already has taken previous damage, maybe I can outspeed and kill it with a Rock Slide. So it really just depends. But that's why I have this Horn Leech kill Sharpedo. Leech Seed is just for general annoyance on anything that's not Tangrowth. Milk Drink to be able to heal my own health, and Rock Slide for pretty much only the Golbat. Though I guess technically it hits Galvantula. I don't really know if I can live a Bug Buzz. But yeah, so if any of this changes, I would just take out the attack and put it into the defense to help me more against Sharpedo, but that's literally the only role this thing has. If Sharpedo does not show up, then I will probably just be able to use it to scout. That's pretty much going to be it, but I do think Sharpedo is coming because if you guys remember when I played Cloud and the troubles that I faced with Greninja because of Water Dart coverage, Sharpedo does the same thing. It has a chance to really run through my team, though I am able to deal with it a little bit better. So, that's the first Pokemon. And yeah, like I said, it's only showing up because it's viewer pick, and Cryogonal is making its debut because I hadn't brought it, and my philosophy with pretty much every team that I pick is if I draft it or if I pick it up in a free agent, like I want to bring it by the end of the season, especially since there's no playoffs on the line. I really have nothing to lose, and I did make the switch with Komala because I still have a Rapid Spinner, and Komala did not have a great matchup this game, so I am going to bring it with the leftovers. I haven't decided if I want to keep that item or not. Again, if that would change, I've thought about Z moves, I've thought about Focus Sash, but leftovers might be best for me because I might need to use Cryogonal to switch into some special hits. For example, I don't have a dedicated answer to a Galvantula, and I don't know if there's any other special attackers. Probably Alolan Ninetales, which I don't know how well I take on, but there are some things that I might have to use Cryogonal as at least a pivot for. So that is why I have the leftovers. The speed is to be able to outspeed Garchomp. Ice Beam, Flash Cannon are good moves because Flash Cannon is 4 times effective on that Alolan Ninetales, and I believe is a guaranteed KO. Doesn't hit anything else super effectively, but it is neutral on a lot of things, and Ice Beam is good for the Garchomp, good for the Tangrowth, good for the Golbat. If it's not specially defensive, it's actually guaranteed to hit KO. So yeah, there's actually really good stuff. I would have loved to have like a 5th move slot for something else, but I feel like Rapid Spin could be useful, especially if he brings Sticky Web, Galvantula, which I don't think he will, but if he does, there's that. But he could always just bring Stealth Rocks. He has like Garchomp and Alolan Sandslash. Again, if that's broad, it's not gonna have Stealth Rocks. It's just gonna have like Swords Dance, Icicle Crash, Iron Head, Earthquake, or something like that. So that would be my guess anyway. So Garchomp could have Stealth Rocks, but we shall see. Next Pokemon is, of course, Palossand. Brought basically the same as it has been, but there is a little change. It is physically defensive. This is enough to deal with Garchomp. In terms of it won't do a Kiyomi with a Dragon move or Earthquake or anything like that. This is the bulk that I need. And I have 128 speed to outspeed a defensive Tangrowth. Again, similar type thing. If he thinks that he can switch into Tangrowth and I catch it in on the switch, maybe I hit it with a Hidden Power Ice, or if I predict it with the Sludge Bomb, or even if it's just at lower health and it takes the Earth Power and then it is in range for a Sludge Bomb to kill, then I will outspeed it, I will go for a Sludge Bomb, and Tangrowth will be dead. So that is the plan, and that is why I have that speed investment on Palossand. This might actually be more bulk than I need, but I didn't really need to invest any into special attack because it isn't really changing like too much of how much it does. I am a little worried with the Hail and Shore Up. Pretty sure Shore Up does less in Hail. I could be wrong. I feel like we've looked this up before, and I think Shore Up does more in Sand, but it's not like Synthesis where it does less in like other things, or like Moonlight, or there's some other ones I think. Morning Sun, was it just Morning Sun, Synthesis? I don't know, something like that. I think Shore Up actually will always do at least half. I think we looked that up earlier in the season because I had that question, so that actually won't be as much of an issue with the Hail. It shouldn't be, hopefully. But Hidden Power Ice is to obviously hit the Garchomp for more damage, Sludge Bomb for the Tangrowth, and Earth Power for pretty much everything else. Yeah, Earth Power is a decent move. Obviously, the best thing that it hits is Victini. Palossand actually also switches into a physical Victini pretty well. I'm pretty sure, and if it's like Choice Banded V-Create, I'm sure this doesn't necessarily deal with it. I will be able to live, and then again I might be able to heal up later in the match or something like that. We'll have to see. But this isn't like a primary Victini answer, but a physical Victini, say if it's like a Assault Vest or something, like this would be able to deal with pretty well. Slowly but surely. So that's a fun thing. Palisand is able to deal with a lot of threats, and I don't know, someday we will see Palisand get some love, but for now it's just me, I guess, because I don't know, I've never seen anybody use it else. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody else use it really. So that's halfway through my team, and now we have Lucario, which is going to have a Fist Plate, justified as the ability with Bullet Punch, Close Combat, Vacuum Wave, and Ice Punch. 148 speed is to outspeed the next fastest thing, which would be... Let me find it. I think is that just for a max speed Beware? That doesn't sound right. Or max speed Alolan Sandslash. I think I went for the max speed Alolan Sandslash. I thought there was something else that was base 65 or base 70. Maybe not. So, I guess it was either a max speed Beware or Alolan Sandslash, because, I mean, the speed tiers are a little, interesting. Oh, he doesn't have them there. But yeah, as far as I can tell, very, very interesting speed tier. So I didn't need to go like max speed, and I'm able to get myself some bulk, which could help, you never know. And then I just went max attack Naughty, because I have the Vacuum Wave. Because of the Fist Plate, Vacuum Wave is a guaranteed OHKO on Alolan Sandslash, and it does like 81 to like 95% on Sharpedo, something like that. So the two biggest threats to like sweep my team, to be able to like set up and sweep, can be dealt with with a Vacuum Wave. And I don't need any special attack investment because I have the Fist Plate. That is why I decided on that item. Otherwise, I would have had to sacrifice some bulk for some special offense, and I didn't want to do that. So that is why I have this set. I think it will put in work. Bullet Punch is 4 times effective on the Alolan Ninetales, and I believe it's a guaranteed OHKO. Obviously, excluding any sort of Babiri Berry, things like that. So, that is Lucario. I think it's going to put in a good ton of work. But now I have Arcanine, which this really is only for the Alolan Sandslash. I looked up and down my team. Everything gets destroyed by it. I mean, Icicle Crash, dead. Iron Head, dead. Icicle Crash, dead. Earthquake, dead. Like, Iron Head, dead. Like, everything on my team is just, like, so dead to Alolan Sandslash. Arcanine is not. Even without the Shuka Berry, an Earthquake from Alolan Sandslash. These are all Life Orb calcs, by the way. A Life Orb Alolan Sandslash Earthquake does less than 50%. However, that's not including if he would get any sort of Swords Dance, which I am not going to try and let happen. Probably if he's able to set up Hail and then he gets a safe switch into Alolan Sandslash, I'm probably just going to attack what's in front of me, because I really don't want to let him get the chance to set up. But either way, the Sugar Berry can also be used if I need to deal with the Garchomp a little bit. Obviously, I do have the switch into the Garchomp, but if I want to just get off a Will-O-Wisp, if he thinks I'm going to switch out, and maybe he just straight sets up a Swords Dance or something, then I can burn him, and that will be really helpful. Obviously, it's not going to be very helpful if he substitutes, so we will have to see exactly how I play that, but it could really come into play with that. And the only other Earth thing that could come into play, I guess, would be Beware, but pretty sure... Well, I mean, Arcanine's going to do so much damage to Beware because it's weaker to Fire-type moves, and I don't... Even if he's, like, max speed Beware, I don't even think he outspeeds. He would have to be Scarfed to outspeed Arcanine. So, yeah, and I don't really see any other ground covers that would really make sense. So, but I figured it was better than Leftovers. I mean, I might regret that. I might need the Leftovers, but since Arcanine is really only for the Alolan Sandslash, hopefully I don't need to worry about getting it too low in health, because Morning Sun is definitely the one that when Hail is up, Morning Sun is not going to heal me by 50%. So I am taking a risk with that. But I can use this use Arcanine to deal with other things. Toxic, if I could Toxic the, I guess, anything. I would love to Toxic anything. The Victini is the main one. I would like to Toxic the Victini and then try and whittle it down. But anything on his team, I would love to have Toxiced. if I can. And yeah, and then I'd like to burn the Alolan Sandslash or the Garchomp. That would be really nice. So that is what that is for. And the Flare Blitz is my only attack. It does some damage, and yeah, we'll see. And my last Pokemon is Clefable, which is going to be specially defensive. So I have 4 defensive Mons, Lucario, and Cryogonal. So that's interesting. But it's going to be Leftovers Magic Guard. This is my... What did I need this for? Let me double check. There was I think this is for Alolan Ninetales. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I needed this for. Otherwise, Alolan Ninetales kind of runs through me. Because I don't have a way to outspeed it outside of Scarf, and there's no Scarfers that, for me, that makes sense this game. So, that is what that is for. I can also take any hits from Galvantula, and I do okay against a Special Victini. If it's like Specs Blue Flare, then no, but again, if it's just like Scarfed or Assault Vest or something like that, I should be alright to take a hit or two. This is also my Rock Setter, so I would like to set up Stealth Rocks as soon as possible. His only Rapid Spinner is Alolan Sandslash, and like I said, I think he's going to be offensive. I really don't think he's bringing it for Rapid Spin purposes. So if he brings Hazard Removal, he'll have to bring the default Golbat, which would be good, because then that means it's less likely that he'll bring Sticky Webs, or maybe even try to set up rocks on me. So we'll have to see about that. And knock off, just because I feel like Golbat is such an obvious switch in. I would love to knock off the Eviolite. I would love to just knock off any and all items. That would be the ideal situation. So if I can just knock off as many items as possible, that would be great. But the main one is definitely that Golbat's Eviolite, because then it'll be easier to take care of, because I just don't have anything that is like able to deal with it 1v1 per se. I can somewhat threaten it out if I get safe switch into Cryogonal, but Cryogonal takes like 60% from an uninvested Brave Bird. So unless I burn the Golbat, like, Cryogonal's not 1v1ing it, and nothing else does enough damage. I forget if I do have Ice Punch on Lucario. That's like the other thing that's like, it's close. It can somewhat deal with it if Golbat has already taken some previous damage, but besides that, I mean, I really need to get his Eviolite knocked off. I need to get it burned, and I need to just whittle it down. But other than that, Moonblast is just a good stab move. It's only resisted by Victini and Alolan Sandslash, and the Golbat, which, like I said, knock off. And other than that, Moonblast hits everything else. And with the max HP, I actually still can like live a hit from Garchomp. So if I need to take it out that way, hopefully I do have enough for Garchomp and all the other mons that I'm going to need stuff for. So this is my team. Like I've been saying, I put a lot of effort into it. Is a ragtag bunch of Pokemon. You don't usually see these 3 Pokemon all in one team brought to a league match, but hey, this stuff happens. So I'm going to give it my all. We're going to try to finish out on a high note, but you never know. So let me know what you thought about the team, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the battle. So thanks for watching, and until the next time, guys, stay solid.